All right, guys, and here we go again. 2013 Jeep Wrangler. It's got an intake manifold leak. We're gonna go ahead and knock out an intake manifold. It's got a 3.6 liter motor in it. It looks like that. I started taking off the breather, the tube right here, unplugged this big connector right over here. This one you pull, it's kind of weird. I'll show you that later on. Start disconnecting hoses, man. Start disconnecting hoses and connectors and crap. We'll do that real quick while I got you here. We're gonna take off these two nuts over here. I see that clear as day. There's two more nuts right here to see that clear as day. Let's take that off first. We got a couple of them on top. Let's get it. All right, you on this bracket right over here, you got those two nuts you gotta take off. And you got two bolts down on the bracket beneath the throttle body. So I'm gonna pull that off. Just gonna let it hang there. There's a connector, a little wire plastic tie that holds it. I'm gonna leave that alone. Let's go ahead and unplug the throttle body. Plug that bad boy right there. That looks good. There's a plastic tie right here I want to take off. They've had this manifold off before when they were doing the oil cooler, which is underneath the intake manifold, and he said that's when the lightning bolt started coming on, and he'd have to reset the computer so it'd run right for a minute and then it'll turn on again, and he just says he's tired of it. So I said, man, let's go ahead and do it. I didn't do any smoke testing or anything on it. Again, I should have, but I didn't. I didn't do a smoke test. I hear a vacuum leak is why. I hear a vacuum leak right there. So let me see what kind of tools do I need now. I need a torque bit. And I left my freaking battery. I left my freaking battery for my Milwaukee. How did I do that, man? I didn't mean to do that. I want it. I'm gonna have to use the little gun. It's just fine. I can do it. It looks like a 27. I got a 20 on me now. Yeah, it's 20. All right, good. So I'm gonna zip some of these bolts off. Gonna leave them in the hole though. And that looks like a 7 millimeter. Taking off throttle body bolts. And that wasn't even tight, that one. It wasn't sucking air there because I sprayed it. So it's not coming out of there. Okay. Dropping tools. Huh. All right, guys, you're gonna remove all the injectors, at least the connectors, if you can. Leave the injectors in the hole is fine. Get your stuff out of the way, your hoses out of the way the best you can. This is the fuel rail. I just pulled it back. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bolts on this part, and it should come right out of there. Does. Well, they had this thing off before. I can see it wasn't really clean that well. That's probably part of the reason. If you look at it, all that filth in there. Let's take a look at the gaskets themselves. See if we see anything funny. I do not see anything funny. Well, I see a little bit of squish right here. right there. Doesn't look quite right. Yeah, that's not right. Take a good look at that part right there. Well, all of them are kind of doing it. No, that one's not at all. Look at that one over there. Look at this one. Okay, they're all kind of tilting in, but that one's extreme. So let's go ahead and replace we'll do the cleaning part first, and then we'll come in here and we'll pop. All right, guys, and this is how it's supposed to look. Nice and clean. Nice and clean, both sides. Okay, so we got some new gaskets right over here, upper and lower set. Let's do it. Lip we saw on the first gasket, so yeah, it was around right that area right there. I don't see it at all. Yeah, I think that's what the problem was right there. The gasket was on, and so it kind of jacked up. So this should solve the problem, I hope. I don't see anything else that could be an issue. You got the PCV pipes that go back there, but I don't see anything. They look pretty good. You got one on the right side and you got one on the left side. Well, that's the right side, that's the left side. So yeah, I don't see anything. Okay, do my final inspection, look around. My surface area is cleaned up. I don't see anything that looks suspicious on this one. It's pretty opened up. It's pretty much, as you can see, it's pretty much opened up. Wires are not touching. It's not going to be an electrical issue. Yeah, I'm putting this thing back together again. Let's get it. Make sure you pay attention to the O-rings. Make sure they all come off. There's one injector over there. It should have an O-ring on top of it. Yeah, and it's right there. Okay, we're good. I like putting a little bit of grease, just a touch of grease on the O-rings, because when you push that manifold back on it, it slips right on there. Then get some grease. All right, when you install it, make sure that you get all these injector connectors out of the way. Make sure you got 3 on this side out of the way and 3 on that side out of the way. It's not hard to pinch an injector connector when you're reinstalling these. It's not hard at all. Make sure when you put it in there, you got a nice, you hear the mating surface down on the bottom. You can shake it and feel it and scoot it around and a little bit, and make sure that you're seating flat on the mating surface. Once you get that in there and you got all the connectors out of the way, you can start tightening the bolt. Start from the middle, work your way out. Middle, out, 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 and the last one out. And secure the manifold. All right, guys, there's one thing I want to mention for this video. In cases that you really don't know if it's the intake manifold or not, what I would do on those PCV hoses that are going into the valve covers, one on the left side, one on the right side, I'd cap them off, or remove the hose completely, let it go, because that's going to the PCV valve. And on the other one, remove it, let it go, and I'd block them off, you know, both at the same time, one at a time, and see if that solves your problem before you do the intake manifold. Like on this case, I did do the intake manifold. Everything was fine. It did run longer, about 30 minutes before I saw that lightning bolt come on. Normally, it would have took me like 5 minutes. Just, you know, all you gotta do is start it up. In a couple minutes, that lightning bolt would come on. Clear the codes. 5 minutes later, the lightning bolt's coming on. So that was pretty consistent on that. But If you wanted to do some testing before doing the intake manifold, I would suggest blocking off, put a cap. You can go to the parts store and get these little caps, little rubber black caps, and you just plug up. You can plug up a cap, just cap it, cap the port where the tube goes in from the PCV valve system. Just plug it up and take it for a test drive. Clear the codes, drive it, see if the lightning bolt comes back. If it doesn't come back on, your problem's not in the intake manifold. It's in the PCV valve system. I'll show you on the video what I'm talking about. That hose right there, part of the PCV valve system. So remove it and put a cap on the part coming out of the intake. Okay, put a cap on it. And there's another one on this side of the motor as well, and you'll see it. I don't have a good picture of it right now, but yeah, cap it.